Welcome to the Nikki Rich Show. I'm your host, Miss Nikki Rich, and today I have our featured guest here. We have Miss Nicole Mays Jackson. She is an entrepreneur, business visionary, author, minister, and public speaker. And we're excited to have her here. But before we get to our guest, I want you guys to tune in to the Nikki Rich Show. Tell your friends, tell your family, the Nikki Rich Show is on. Follow us, subscribe to us, Nikki Rich Show TV. Well, guys, today we have the youngest woman of color to open her agency offering foster care, adoption, home based services. So, with no further ado, I'm honored to welcome none other than Miss Nicole Mays Jackson. Welcome. How you doing?
Thank you, Miss Nikki. I am doing well. I'm excited to be here today.
We're so excited to have you. You are amazing. And you know what? I reached out and I said, we have to bring Nicole Jackson on. We got to bring her on.
Yes, and I am so humbled to be here because with your platform, you're doing some amazing things. So just for you to reach out and to be able to share my story and what's going on with me, I thank you so much for the opportunity. And I love the blue. I see we both have on this.
Yes,
blue.
we did it.
So we are looking fabulous, honey. I love the blue.
Yes. I want to let everybody know. I know we always start off, we gotta talk about your accolades and your features because it's all about you today. And I want to say congrats to you on all your features. You've been featured in LA Weekly, Essence, Ebony. I mean, these are powerful publications, and just for them to showcase and highlight you is truly amazing. And congrats to you.
Thank you so much. It's been a long time coming, and it's such an honor to be in those type of publications because so many people do the work, and to have someone of those publications and status to be able to picture you and say who you are and the work that you're doing and your accolades, it is something that is unforgettable. It is.
Yes. Now, who is Nicole Mays Jackson? Who is that?
The question is, who is she not? Okay, because all the things that I have going on, I am a serial entrepreneur. I am a mother, a wife. I am the owner of One Care Premier Services. Like you said, we offer home and community-based services. We offer foster care, adoption. I am the host of the Amazing Sow and Seed podcast. I am a woman of faith. I'm a minister. I am a speaker. I am her and she is me. I am everything.
Yes, I love it. And you know what I love? I love that you incorporate your faith in, your business.
Yes. Having your faith, incorporating your business is not an option for me. Some people it is, but it's not because God is the one who's controlling everything. And any decisions I do, everything that I have is because of him. So I ensure that I put him at the forefront whenever I am doing anything in business.
Yeah. Now tell us where you're based out of.
So we are based out of Houston, Texas. I am born and raised. I'm a Houstonian. Houston is a big melting pot. And so I love my city and I represent my city very well.
And everybody's moving to Houston. I mean,
look, let me tell you, I need all these people to start moving to my city now, okay? Because everybody. LA traffic is bad. LA traffic, Houston traffic, it is horrible. Atlanta has horrible traffic too, but I will tell you, it's just getting so saturated. But I wouldn't trade it. Yeah.
Now tell me, when you first started, your brand, what is the difference between then and now? I know it's a lot of change.
It's so many changes. So, then when I first started, I was just finding my way. God gave me a vision and I just act upon what he gave me. And so I had a lot of learning curves. I had a lot of things that I had to figure out on my own in business about
Mhm.
how to start your business, the type of formation to have as far as getting clients and networking. I had to figure all that out myself the hard way. And
Yeah.
so, as you learn, you grow in business, and you have to stay abrupt of what's going on in business. And it just takes a lot. And so doing that, and now coming into where I am not only expanding my business, I'm expanding my brand. And so that's putting yourself out there to the world. And when you're doing those things, it can be a little scary sometimes, Nikki. I mean, you're on a big platform too. And so
Yes.
know that it can be vulnerable to open up yourself to other people and to do other things other than what you originated in. It's like new territory, right? And so now it's amazing, but it's still new for me, but it's exciting. It's
It's
exciting.
exciting.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
exciting.
I love it because I want to be in. If I'm in a room, I want to be the center. You're gonna know who I am.
Say it again. Say it again. You are gonna know who I am, and that's
Hmm.
exactly what it should be. You should never dim
Yeah.
your light for anyone. Everybody should know who you are, and that's point blank. Period.
Now, how do you market yourself? Marketing is a big, key to it. So,
Mhm.
how do you market Nicole Mays Jackson?
So it's a learning curve with that too. I will tell you, one thing that I will always say when marketing yourself is being authentic. And that's something that I pride myself in. Like me talking to you and having this interview, this is Nicole, this is what you're gonna get. And I think that when you're marketing and putting yourself out there, you have to be authentic. And that's gonna take you the long way as far as being authentic with your marketing. So it's
Mhm.
really no wrong or right way I can say, but marketing as far as being yourself is important. Getting yourself out there, networking, chartering into new territory that make you feel uncomfortable. So
Mhm.
marketing, being authentic, that's what I would say.
And you know how to market. I mean, I love, everything from your book cover to your social media pages to your websites. Everything is
Thank
marketed,
you.
professionally. It looks nice. I love
Thank
it.
you. And I will tell you, it is not me. I have my
Mhm.
manager who is my everything. When I tell you she is the brains behind all of it, I can present her an idea and she can make it come to life. So I
Mhm.
always like to give her credit so much because she did the book cover, she did the website, she does all of that because she has a background in that too, and she has others to assist her. So I thank God for her every day because she's a beast at it.
Yes. And you have an amazing team behind you. I know that that's not easy to have just such a great team. How did you come about that?
Wow, having that team, actually, God just really blessed me with it because we
Mhm.
just happened to be introduced through mutual people. And so, saying my visions, having a couple of small projects, just seeing how it is, and then turning it into something big and permanent. I
Yes.
mean, it was amazing. And I tell you so much, people are placed into your life for a reason, and you have to make sure that you know what they are for and how to navigate that. So I just thank God that he was able to introduce me to them.
And that's why you are, the 2023 business elite, 40 under 40. Come
40
on.
under 40 and 50 under 50 as of
Yes.
last week when I was in Dubai. So yes, ma'am, I am. And it is an amazing honor. And I don't take it lightly because I have made so many sacrifices. When you're an
Mhm.
entrepreneur, just like yourself, you make sacrifices. And so you want your
Yes.
accolades to be addressed and you want to celebrate them. So yes, ma'am, it was an honor in Las Vegas for the 40 under 40 to meet so many business owners from all over. It was truly, truly amazing.
Now tell us about One Care Premier.
Yes. One Care Premier Service is a foster care, adoption, and home and community based services. agency. We have been open since 2015. And so I added different facets of my business during different times. And so first we had home and community-based services when we first started. And then I added adoption. And then later on was foster care. And so being able to have all three at different times, they were all three different learning curves at the same time. Okay. And so having those three entities in my business, it has allowed it for me to help individuals on different scales, whether it's permanency as far as adoption, whether it's dealing with clients with intellectual disabilities and their families, or whether it's children who are in care and people who want to be foster parents, and giving them the services that they're needing. So One Care is an all-around facet. God gave me the vision and the opportunity to be able to even have such an amazing agency. I tell people all the time, you go through ups and downs, but it's worth it.
It is. It is. Now, in case anybody wanted to connect with you,
Yes.
where could they go to?
You can go to onecarepremierservice.com to find One Care. You can find myself, the amazing Nicole Mays Jackson, at NicoleMaysJackson.com, or you can go to Nicole Mays Jackson on IG. So that's where you can find us. And you can go to our Sow and Seed podcast on YouTube, and you can find us on IG as well. It's Sowing Seed Pod on IG.
Now, speaking of that, let's get into that. Your podcast, I love the name. How did you come about Sowing Seeds?
Yeah, so sowing seeds is my passion, and my faith is something that sticks with me always. And so if you see how sowing seeds is spelled, it's sowing just like clothing, and then seeds. So you're sowing seeds, and it's just about uncovering new perspectives of life, being able to who's sowing into you, showcasing faith, showcasing fashion, showcasing different walks of life and people who have sown into you. So it is an amazing podcast. I have had some amazing guests.
Yes.
Everyone who has been on there, they're faith-filled, they're visionaries, they are just amazing people. And I'm just so blessed to have everyone that I have had on the show.
Now, what do you have coming up with Sowing Seeds podcast? Any?
We are taking sowing seeds on the road, so I want everyone to check that out. Yes, so we might be coming to a city near you, and so we might also have some guests that you would love to see. So they got to stay tuned for Sowing Seeds.
Yay! Yes, you are killing it. Like I said, you are amazing. Now let's talk about your literary work. You have released The Power of a Thriving Mindset, Lessons in Life, Leadership, and Faith.
My book is my baby. My book is my introduction onto me and how I have gotten to where I am right now. And so it just gives a sense of motivation and just a little bit about who I am, and telling the people who have helped me along the way, from my family to my support system to my husband, thank you of being a part of that. And it's also just letting people know that you have to have a certain mindset and have God in your life to be able to move forward in the things that He has called you to do.
Yes. Now, writing this book, how do you feel like, because sometimes we can just go in. I know we have these prayer closets. What did you do?
As a special place to pray. Yes.
Yeah. What did you do, when you began writing? Did you have a certain area, certain closet, or a certain place that you went to, when you was writing your book?
So my office, believe it or not, is my spiritual place. I have a little section in there, and then I have my computer. And so my office is where I mostly would write and do things. And it's hard because I needed that personal space, because sometimes throughout the book with me writing, I would cry. I would have to think about things and, do I want to say this? Do I not want to say that? And so it's my safe space. Even when I get up in the morning, I'm able to go into my office before I work out and I pray. It's my sanctuary. So that was my place, and it gave me that opportunity to be vulnerable and feel comfortable and feel God's presence.
And when you walking with God, your family, your friends along with you, it just feels good. It feels amazing.
It does. It really does. It does.
Yes, and I like I said, I love that you are incorporating faith and your business together. It's truly amazing. Now,
Thank
tell me, how do you feel like you have grown since you started your brand, since
you.
you created your book, and like I said, being recognized? How have you grown over the years?
Woo! I have grown tremendously, okay? Mentally, spiritually, I have really grown. My patience, Nikki, it has grown. Okay. So I will tell you, I feel that I have grown so much in those areas. And,
Hmm.
I have grown to also give myself grace. So when I started my business, I was a one man show and I would just do things all the time, all the time, all the time. Like
Yeah,
it was just nonstop. And I never gave myself grace. I never gave myself a break. And so I have learned that mistakes and things happen. It's not the end of the world. And you have to give yourself grace. You have to give yourself time to woosah, okay? Because I would not do that for myself. So I will say I have grown so much in that. And then with my brand, just being vulnerable. I will say just being vulnerable, I feel like I have grown because putting myself out here and sharing my story with the world and the things that I enjoy doing, it takes a lot.
it does. It does. It takes a lot, but you doing it and you being successful at it because, like I said, so many people they see you and they like cheering you on. We are cheering you on. We
Thank,
are. You like I say, you're doing amazing.
thank you so much, Miss Nikki.
Yeah. Now, who would you say
Mhm.
is your biggest role model
Ooh.
or someone who inspires you to keep going?
Mm. Who inspires me to keep going? It's so many people who inspire me to keep going, but I will say my biggest inspiration to keep me going is my children and my family. They are really important to me. They're my support system. They are my pushers and my pullers. I will also say my spiritual mother, she is a big force in my life too, and my manager. Those two people, they have really been supporting me and been behind me through this new journey that I've been experiencing. And so
Hmm.
I just appreciate them so much. And then as far as earlier, Nicole, I would say my family in general, my grandparents, my aunts, they just growing up, they showed me a new world, a new life. And I thank them so much for that.
Yes, I love it. Now, I would say, with all of that, what are some of your learning experiences that you've also, had to learn from? Because being in the business, it's not easy and we have trials, tribulation, and things that we learned that we didn't even know before. So,
Mm-hmm.
what are some experiences, that you've learned as a business owner? Like, oh, I know not to do this again.
Experiences that I will say that I have learned is keeping boundaries with people at work is so important. Okay, no matter who they are, that goes from the top to the top to the bottom of the bottom. So boundaries are very, very important at work.
Hmm.
And so I will also say that I have learned, like I said earlier, just give yourself some grace when it
Yeah.
comes to deadlines and things like that.
And you having a family, how do you balance, that?
Let me tell you, the struggle is real. I don't care what anyone tells you. If they sit here and say, "Oh, I balance, it's good, it's good." let me tell you, the struggle is real. Okay, it's real, but I do the best that I can as far as balancing. I make sure that I put my family and my children first.
Yes.
I make sure that I put God first, and then as far as with work, I just have a team, so I'm able to be able to maneuver and do things. But it's hard, Nikki. I ain't gonna even sit here and lie to you. Okay,
Yeah.
hard.
The review hour said she learned that the hard way.
Oh yes,
Boundaries.
I think we have all learned boundaries at work the hard way, and it's something that can cost you financially, and it's something that can cause you emotionally. So I tell people all the time, keep those boundaries. I don't care how cool or how nice your friends are not at work. They're not.
Yeah. Now, what's next for Miss Nicole?
Oh, Miss Nicole Mays Jackson has so many things going on. I do have a fashion line coming out, so check that out. It's going to be amazing. I can't give too much, but it's
Ready for Fashion Week,
yes,
September.
yes. So we are gonna have our line coming out. Like I said, we are taking sowing seeds on the road, and we have some amazing guests. We are also just expanding one care. We are also we have a program that's coming out to where we will be able to assist our families with more financial resources, which I'm so excited about. So we just have a lot going on right now. So y'all stay tuned and keep a lookout.
Yeah. Now, once again, where can they find you at?
Yes, so you can find me at NicoleMaysJackson.com. You can find me at Nicole Mays Jackson on IG. You can also find One Care Premier Services at OneCarePremierServices.com.
And Sow and Seed Podcast.
Yes, Sow and Seed Pod on IG. Check us out. And you can find Sow and Seed Podcast on YouTube. So, yes, check us out.
Now, any last shout outs or words, of encouragement to anybody watching?
I would tell everyone to follow your heart's desires, follow that gut feeling. That gut feeling that you're feeling is the Holy Spirit, is God telling you what to do to move on and move forward in your dreams and in your passion. I would tell anyone who's inspired to do anything, keep God first, keep the enemy out, and keep yourself encouraged. And I just thank you so much for having me, Miss Nikki.
Yes, I thank you for being our featured guest. You, like I said, you're welcome back anytime. If you have any projects that you're working on, any podcasts, and any guests you want to, showcase and highlight and release, come back and announce on the Nikki Rich Show.
Yeah.
You are welcome anytime. It's, today I really wanted to focus on you because, like I said, you deserve it. It's your time. You are amazing. And I want everybody to know, you in Houston, you're everywhere. You're global, and we want everybody to know Nicole Mays Jackson.
Yes, yes, we are worldwide, Miss Nikki. Yes,
Hmm.
yes,
You're
ma'am.
global.
Yes, we are global. Yes.
Hmm.
Thank you so
And, like I said, you are featured today here because you are powerful and we need more of this. We need more. And I thank you again because, I'm a preacher's kid.
much. Oh, you are a PK.
We grew up in the church. My daddy, he was a preacher. He passed away last year. It'll be a year,
Mm-hmm.
coming up next month. But he was a gospel. He has a TV and a radio show. We gotta get you on that.
Okay.
Back home in South Carolina, my brother has taken it over. Passing the legacy
Yeah.
down. So we definitely gotta try to get you on that as well. But you can call in. But yeah, living legacy. You are passing it down to your family.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah. And once again, thank you for being our featured guest. We want to welcome you back anytime. Everybody go check out Miss Nicole Mays Jackson. Support, network, build and grow. And thank you for watching the Nikki Rich Show. Thank you guys.